Lou, and we are back here in the volume.com studio as promised, joined by Jessie Baylin. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. It's album release morning.
It is.
How are you feeling? How is it going?
I'm feeling such relief that it's out in the world, and you know, it took 4 years from start to finish to get to this moment. So I'm thrilled, honestly. Feels really good. Definitely emotional morning for me, unexpectedly after the kids had gone to school. It feels really good. I'm excited.
Awesome. We're excited too. Excited to be able to hear the record and have it out in the world for everyone else to hear. And you're having an album release performance at Grimey's later on as well.
Yes. Yeah, I'm so excited.
So make sure, if you're listening, head down to Grimey's, 5 p.m. today. Jessie will be down there doing an in-store performance for that album release, and we're very excited about that as well. So you said you've been working on it for 4 years.
Yeah, from starting writing process to today, really. It's just at 4 years, so.
Did that like a usual length, or was there everything shutting down kind of impact that a bit?
Yeah, that definitely slowed some things down. But yeah, it just I didn't feel rushed. I wanted to explore some ideas that I'd been thinking about and sort of caught moments as they came. I worked with Ian Fitchuk and Daniel Tashin on this project, and they just were super patient, and obviously they're very busy making Grammy award-winning projects. So, it just felt really natural, and nothing felt forced. We were on our own timeline. It was really just an effortless experience. Well, not effortless. There was plenty of effort went into it, but just really natural, and we just kind of let things flow as they came, and I appreciated that for sure. So, yeah,
I can definitely see how that would influence the change in the process, influencing how the album turned out itself. So that's awesome. Definitely can't wait to give the whole thing a listen later on today. And you're gonna play a couple songs from the record for us. Do you want to go ahead and do one?
Yeah, we're gonna play a song that you guys have been playing. Thank you very much lately.
Always. Thank you for writing it.
Called "That's the Way." All right,
here we go.
He's got a clover charm placed around his neck. Makes a man feel lucky, like he's a prince. And everybody knows when he walks in the room, there's a rhythm to the way that he moves. That's the way that I believe in him. That's the way that I believe in him. To let him down would be such a sin. That's the way that I believe in him. He blows a kiss and it knocks me down. My heart skips a beat when it comes around. It tastes like freedom and a cherry crush. Gives me a reason, gives me all the stuff. That's the way that I believe in him. That's the way that I believe in him. To let him down would be such a sin. That's the way that I believe in him. In him, in him. Here he comes, ooh, 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 ooh. 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 He's got a way, a kind of sway, a tidal wave, and then I break. And when I wake up, I'm in his arms, and I am gone. To let him down would be such a sin. That's the way that I believe in him.
Jessie Baylin live here in the Volume.com studio. That's the way, and that's the way to do it at 9 a.m. on a Friday morning.
That's how we do it.
Absolutely fantastic. You can also watch, if you're listening but not watching, go to volume.com/lightning100. You can tune in with your eyes as well, get a little peek into the studio and see what's going on. We've got the album released in-store performance at Grimey's at 5 today.
Yes.
You have a Basement East show coming up in November.
Yes.
And you just did James Corden earlier this month and Kelly Clarkson yesterday.
Yes.
You've been very busy.
We've been doing the national TV circuit, which has been, I'm very grateful for those opportunities, but it's been so fun. That's sort of been right before we filmed both. I just looked at Steven here and the rest of the band and was like, let's just have the best time ever. Like, look what we get to do in this space. So that's sort of been the energy behind everything we've been doing, every performance. It's been 7.5 years since I released an album, so this feels really, really good. Just to lean into the joy of it.
Amazing. I can only imagine after 7.5 years, like the feeling of it actually being out there and all of the experiences and promotions that go into that. So I'm very excited for you and all of that.
Thank you.
And we talked a little bit about how the kind of the slowdown and the shutdown and everything impacted the process of putting together the record. You also played quite a bit of tennis during that slowdown.
Yeah.
And that influenced the record as well. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, the CDC said that was one of the safe things to do, so I decided to start playing tennis, and then suddenly I was on a tennis team, and then suddenly tennis was my life. And during this sort of like weird season where everything else was shut down, and I guess moving my body and getting working out a lot of mental frustrations on the little, electric yellow ball. I somehow just discovered this lost piece of myself, this my true essence, I guess, of this idea of this girl in me that, the Jersey girl. And I went back to my car after a particularly intense clinic and feeling just really grounded in my body. And I just started writing lyrics of this idea. And I think I might have even driven to Daniel Tashin's house in my tennis outfit and was like, I have this, I think I need to go back home and I need to write this song. And he was like, I've been waiting for this moment. This is that's all I see when I see you is this Jersey girl. And he's like, this is who you are. Let's embrace it. And it's, ironically, the title I've run from my entire life. So here I am. I've titled this album something that, for a long time, I didn't really want to acknowledge and kind of wanted to run from. My husband and I were at a comedy show a few weeks ago, and he's like, the comedian was making jokes about, everyone here has been made fun of in some way, something about you. And my husband after, he's like, I feel like no one's ever made fun of you. He's like, you're just cool girl, which I don't see that. But he's like, I just feel like, And I was like, no, the one thing people made fun of me for was being a Jersey girl, actually. I went to high school in New York City, and that was sort of my little shame in a way. But now I own that. That's my superpower, perhaps.
Fully embracing the essence found in the electric yellow tennis ball.
Yeah, there's power in that ball.
Also, they call her a jackal from hell on the net of the tennis court.
Yeah. My opponents out there listening,
They better strap in and be prepared for the next match.
I did have a possible altercation yesterday on the court with a 60-year-old woman from somewhere in Nashville. Shit. You know who you are.
She's met the Jersey girl.
She said to me, you know that the white line is in, right? And I said, yes, I do know that the white line is in, and your ball was out. That's sort of the conversations you have.
Yeah.
So you got to work out a lot of passive aggressive energy on these courts here, and Nashville, Tennessee.
Letting the Jersey girl come through into Nashville. You're gonna do another song for us.
Yeah.
What is this?
We're gonna do the song we played on Corden, which is called "Time Is a Healer."
Let's do it on Lightning 100.
If you dig long enough, you will find water running underground, running underground. If you stay still enough, nothing can hurt you. An echo to the sound, nothing can hurt you now. Time is a healer, a truth revealer. Let the rivers run, let the water soothe your heart. And when you wake up, it's a different feeling. Let the waves of the current smooth all your battle scars. If you wait a little while, the weather will turn. There's a storm brewing in the west, storm brewing in the west. There's a song in the wind, and it keeps changing. Maybe it's for the best. Nothing can hurt you now. Time is a healer, a truth revealer. Let the rivers run, let the water soothe your heart. And when you wake up, it's a different feeling. Let the waves of the current smooth all your battle scars. A healer, a truth revealer. Let the rivers run, let the water soothe your heart. And when you wake up, it's a different feeling. Let the waves of the current smooth all your battle scars. A healer, a truth revealer. Let the rivers run, let the water soothe your heart. Time is a
Once again, Jessie Baylin live in the volume.com studio. Time is a healer. The name of that one. Bless you.
Thank you.
The look on your face lets me know that it seems like you were holding that in for a minute.
It was getting complex at the end. Sorry.
Well, very successfully.
It's early.
You did a great
I
job.
have my early morning sneeze. So.
Did a great job of pushing that one off.
Thank you. Thank you.
Got one more question for you. If you could take Jersey Girl and assign it as a color, which color would represent the record and why?
Isn't there some color that's like beyond the rainbow that's like an indigo mix that like it's like the color that falls off the rainbow? I think it's like that color.
Okay.
Some sort of like purple blue aura leftover, rainbow drip. I suppose that's where I think I see it.
All right. Well, everyone can now listen to the Indigo Purple Rainbow Drip record itself. Out now, released just this morning. And come celebrate the album release over at Grimey's at 5 p.m. today with you guys. And again, out at the Basement East on November 15th. So make sure you're heading to both of those. And thank you guys so much for coming in early.
Thank you.
On a Friday morning of a big day and hanging
what
out.
a great way to begin an amazing day. Thank you for having us. And
Yeah, absolutely.
thanks for playing the song. I really appreciate it.
And we appreciate having it in the first place to be able to play it. So thank you again. And yeah, so good seeing you, and can't wait for that performance at Grimey's later today.
Thanks.
Gonna take a quick break here. We'll be right back after this on Lightning 100.